Hello and welcome to another video from Shomu's Biology. In this series of lectures, we are discussing about complicated processes with very simple and easy explanation with mnemonics and tricks. This particular lecture is all about understanding electron transport chain or electron transport system. The process is also known as oxidative phosphorylation. In this process, we'll see how exactly the electron is transferred from one carrier to the other in the mitochondrial inner membrane, and that helps to generate a proton motive force which will help to drive the ATP pump that helps to produce more and more ATP. Okay, so mnemonics and tricks to remember electron transport chain. So let's begin. Let's start the clock, and we are going to talk about the steps quite easily with the help of easy mnemonic. Electron transport chain meaning. So first, with this particular slide, what I want you to understand the meaning of electron transport chain in very simple words. So this simple word is not a mnemonic, but it's a simple word that you can remember. Electrons come, electrons go, protons pump, ATP flow. Right? Small limerick some kind. Electrons come, electrons go, protons pump, ATP flow. That summarizes the process of electron transport chain. The electron comes from different intermediates like the electron carriers NADH, FADH2 from Krebs cycle, from glycolysis, they comes. Then electron goes, the electron is donated to the electron carriers in different complex which is embedded in the inner membrane of mitochondria. Complex 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 like that. It moves, and finally that electron movement drives the proton pump. It's a pump which drives proton from high concentration to the low concentration. Once the proton pumps, then ATP start to flow because ATP start to be produced. ADP is combined to PI to produce ATP. So this is how this process of electron flow is done. And another thing I want you to remember is oil rig, because whenever we are talking about the involvement of electron and flow of electron, we are talking about oxidation and reduction. So whenever there is electron flow from one to the other in intermediate, so there is always an oxidation reduction process. So oxidation O is losing electron, oil, reduction is gaining electron, Rg. So oxidation is losing electron, reduction is gaining electron. Okay, remember that. Oil rig. Oil rigs are placed in the ocean to pick the oil out from it. So that's how you can remember this very basic lines for electron transport chain. Now I'll move to the process, that is the complex and electron carriers that are involved in electron transport chain. This is the most important part that you need to understand, right? The name of the complexes and how exactly the electron flow is done. For that, we have this particular mnemonic for you. First, understand this, then I'll also give you a pictorial help. So we have class 1 की नंदू और class 2 की सुचित्रा YouTube चैनल पे बाइसाइकिल चलाने का बनाया 4 वीडियो. थोड़ा बड़ा है मगर फिर भी याद कर लेना तो it will be very much beneficial for you. So it's like class 1 की नंदू और class 2 की सुचित्रा YouTube चैनल पे बाइसाइकिल चलाने का बनाया 4 वीडियो. Now to understand it clearly, I'll give you this image. Here you can see that we have class 1 की नंदू, we have class 2 की सुचित्रा, and they are playing with a bicycle, and we are making a video of it, 4 videos of it in YouTube. So that's what you need to understand, that's what you need to remember. Imagine this whole scenario, imagine the situation, and then we move to this again, rearrangement of this sentence to emphasis on capital letters that will give us the name of the different intermediates and all. So here you can clearly see that in this particular sentence we have this class 1, this is basically complex 1, class 2, complex 2, okay. So this channel is going to give us something, the complex 3, and there will be 4 is for the complex 4. So these are the 4 different complexes, and in between we have the electron carriers that are placed there, okay. So let's move on and understand this. The first one, class 1, is complex 1. Very clear, no big deal. Next one, Nandu, N for NADH dehydrogenase. N and D, think of this, Nandu, NADH dehydrogenase enzyme is involved. in the first complex, first complex enzyme that is involved in here. Then comes class 2, that is complex 2, easy, no big deal. Then Suchitra, succinate dehydrogenase involved here, that is the complex 2, succinate dehydrogenase, the name of complex 2. Then U-tube, U is the electron carrier, ubiquinone, also known as a coenzyme Q that is placed there. So ubiquinone for U. Then channel is complex 3, I told you, channel is complex number 3. Bicycle, we have bicycle here, right? Bicycle is BC1 complex, bicycle, BC1 complex, cytochrome BC1 complex. Just remember this. Then comes chalane, C for cytochrome C, another electron carriers. Then finally 4, complex 4, banaya 4 video, VDO, it ends with O, so we'll take the O here, is oxidase basically. Cytochrome C oxidase. Okay, so these are the steps and the sequence of events that are actually placed in the process of electron transport chain. The electron's journey starts with complex 1 or it can start with complex 2, either of that. Complex 1's name NADH dehydrogenase, complex 2's name succinate dehydrogenase. But from complex 2 there is the electron carrier. So from complex 2 there will be ubiquinone, then complex 3, then cytochrome BC1, then cytochrome C, then cytochrome C oxidase, the complex 4. That's how the whole process completes. And then this electron movement causes the transport of proton from the mitochondrial matrix to the, so if I draw this, mitochondria, this is inner membrane, from mitochondrial matrix to intermembrane space. So more and more proton is there in the intermembrane space, then proton gradient is created, proton is transported from intermembrane space to the matrix and ATP is being produced. That's the process of ATP production via electron transport chain. Okay, so that concludes our understanding of electron transport chain. I have like, this is the simplest method that you can use to remember electron transport chain. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share as much as you can, and also let us know what kind of videos that you are going to see. And also we are going to provide you more and more this sort of videos in this series. So watch this series, that will immensely help you for your preparation. Thank you.